So this was the big story of the day yesterday. I'm going to butcher this guy's name. I've heard it pronounced a number of different ways. But social media influencer Kyle Cenat faces charges of inciting riot after thousands cause mayhem in New York City. They go on to explain this guy, he's a Twitch streamer, big social media influencer. And he's got some preposterous number of fans. It's in like the 20 some odd millions, if I remember correctly. And they go on to explain here. So he did this thing where he's like, we're going to do a free PS5 giveaway, PlayStation 5 giveaway. And it's like thousands of people showed up and mayhem broke out. So they say in the AP, social media influencer Kyle Cenat is facing charges of inciting a riot and promoting an unlawful gathering in New York City after the online streamer drew thousands of his followers, many of them teenagers, with promises of giving away electronics, including a new PlayStation. The event produced chaos with dozens of people arrested, some jumping atop vehicles, hurling bottles, and throwing punches. Cenat was released early Saturday from police custody after being issued a desk appearance ticket, which police issued to require a suspect to appear in court to answer charges. Spokesperson said he's supposed to appear in court on August 18th. The mayhem in New York City's Union Square Friday afternoon put further focus on the hold social media influencers have on the people who follow and fawn over them. So look, that's an interesting point because it's true. I remember when we went to Politicon. I don't remember what year it was, but they have these little booths where it's like meet and greets. And in the booth next to me was a guy who was running for president. I think his name is Bill Weld, like running on the Libertarian ticket or something. I think it was. I really don't remember. Maybe it wasn't that election. I don't know if it was. Had to be 2020? No. Anyway, Bill Weld ran for president. I don't remember what cycle or any of that stuff. He had like 2 people on his line. We had like 200. And it's kind of like, I can imagine an outsider looking at that who doesn't understand social media or YouTube or any of this stuff and just being floored by it. But to us, it was like, yeah, we have a show, we talk every day, people are going to listen. What does Bill Weld do? Announces out of nowhere he's running for president when he was some obscure lawmaker previously and like 7 people even know who he is, right? It's almost amazing he had 2 people there. Now, of course, this is not really an analogous situation because my people weren't rioting, but nonetheless, I think the point stands about the power of social media. Quote, "Our children cannot be raised by social media," Mayor Eric Adams said Saturday during a press briefing on an unrelated crime. Police said they arrested 65 people, including 30 juveniles. Several people were injured, including some with bloodied faces. At least 4 people were taken away in ambulances. Now, I'm going to show you video of this stuff in just a second. Quote, "I don't think people realize the level of discipline that we showed to take a very dangerous, volatile situation and to be able to bring it to a level of resolve without any loss of life or any substantial damage to property and without young people harming themselves," Adams said. There were some instances, like there was something that went viral on social media of like a cop taking a teen's face and putting it through a windshield. That was definitely excessive. There was also stuff, though, of this like 60-plus-year-old guy who worked at one of those stands, those like news stands on the streets of New York City, and he was basically getting assaulted by a group of teens when dude was trying to like protect his stand. Cenat, 21 years old, is a video creator with 6.5 million followers on the platform Twitch, where he regularly live streams. He also boasts 4 million subscribers on YouTube, where he posts daily life and comedy vlogs ranging from fake hibachi chef prank to his most recent video, "I rented us girlfriends in Japan." So I don't know where did I get 20 million from? I read some other article that I thought mentioned 20 some odd million. I don't know if that's all together with all the social media platforms. I don't know, but maybe I'm just wrong about that. His 299 YouTube videos have amassed, maybe that's what I saw, 276 million views. There you go. Okay, maybe that's what I read, and I just totally botched it in my own mind. His 299 YouTube videos have amassed more than 276 million views among them. In December, he was crowned Streamer of the Year at the 12th Annual Streamy Awards. Media representatives for AMP, which represents Cenat, and a small group of other influencers said in an email Saturday that the Union Square event was intended to show appreciation of fans. Quote, "We've hosted fan meetups and video shoots in the past, but we never experienced anything at the scale of what took place yesterday." Quote, "We recognize that our audience and influence is growing, and with that comes greater responsibility," the statement concluded. "We are deeply disheartened by the outbreak of disorderly conduct that affected innocent people and businesses and do not condone behavior." In its apology, the company said it was cooperating with authorities. Live streaming on Twitch from a vehicle as the event gathered steam, Cenat displayed gift cards he planned to give away. Noting the crowd and police presence, he urged everybody who's out there, make sure y'all safe. We're not going to do nothing until it's safe. So he had the gift cards, he showed them, but he's like, I'm not going to do anything until it's safe. And obviously it never got safe enough to give them out. Eventually, he and an entourage got out of the vehicle and hustled through a crowd, crossed a street and went into the park where Cenat was surrounded by a cheering, shoving mob. Chief Jeffrey Madry of the New York Police Department said Cenat at some point in the afternoon was removed for his safety and policemen were in contact with him. Videos posted on social media and taken from news helicopters show Cenat being lifted over a fence and out of the crowd and then placed in a police vehicle. So, okay, all right, let's stop bearing the lead here. I'm going to show you some of what happened. Now, by the way, there's also things, I don't even understand how this happened, but apparently there were some kids who were like shooting paint onto the ground and onto other people. I don't even know how that, there was like a paint gun or something. You might see it in this. I don't know if it was this video or another video, but I don't even know how some of this stuff went down. Let's watch.
See NYPD, bro. Police over there. Welcome to New York, bro. I'm telling you, it's a lot of y'all out there right now. Everybody who's out there, make sure y'all safe. Appreciate everybody who popped out for y'all, bro. We gonna make sure it's safe. Bro, we're not gonna do nothing until it's safe. Yeah, we gotta make sure it's safe. Everybody's good. But find us already. Hold on. Play this whole side if you could, so he can see. Yeah, look. Oh, they see already, bro. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, it feels so good to be here. Like, hometown, like, it's home court advantage. We got home court advantage, bro. Home court advantage. Look at this. Look at them. They standing like a f***ing unity, bro. God, we gotta get right here. What? They think this is a civil right. That's right now? I bet. So we out. God damn. Turn me up, man. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. It's... Oh. Yo, make sure y'all protect Chris. He got the motherfucking camera. He got the mafia. Yo, go back on. Yeah. I'm gonna get off first. Where we going? Where the park? Where the park at? Right here. Oh, okay, go to the middle. Y'all in front.
Yo, I can't have nobody bumping into my book like this time, because we see the first to I cannot go out there with the book bag.
Lower Manhattan, and you can see news helicopters are overhead. That's Union Square Park. The park has been swarmed and basically overrun by people. Look at the crowds of people there. In fact, subway lines, bus lanes, they're bypassing Union Square. It's a big subway station in Manhattan. Apparently, what had happened here is a popular Twitch streamer was holding a video game giveaway. If you don't know what Twitch is, you're not alone. I barely know what it is. It's apparently a platform where you can watch other people play video games.
Which is a thing. A lot of, I mean,
sounds
clearly
incredibly boring, but obviously it's a thing.
If you think I'm a boomer, these guys are boomer central, dog. Like, this is a rant that could have happened in like 2013, and he's doing it all the way in 2023. They play video games and people watch? What?
This Kyle Cenat was going to do a giveaway. He announced it on his Instagram feed. And look at this.
Look
it's
at that.
Basically become a mob scene.
So I think he's in, this is a police SUV, and I think he's in there, and people are jumping on it.
Yeah, they're on top of cars. Yeah, this is Union Square.
Well, Sandra, as you can see, I am standing next to the Union Square subway station entrance where it looks like it was closed off because of construction. But look up on top of that. That's what's happening on top of the subway station entrance. There's, I can't even count, countless people up on top of there. They're climbing it right now, as you can see. In fact, if you can pan to your left.
So here's the paint thing I was talking about before. You can see, see this white stuff all over the ground. Somebody's like shooting out of a paint gun or something. Is a paint gun even a thing? I don't even know how this happened. Let's keep watching.
On top of the statue here at Union Square, I've actually got a couple of his followers here with me who can kind of explain to us what they were expecting, what happened. Young man, give me your name real quick and tell me why you came out here, what you expected to happen, what did happen.
All right, my name is Dilakwan Tavius. So basically, because it's a Kyle Cenat, Phantom, all of the AMP members, well, I don't know about all of them, but they pulled up, do a little meet and greet and a giveaway for the fans.
Giveaway of what was the understanding?
So, from my understanding, PS5s, video game accessories, PCs, but I don't think they will actually give away an actual PC, because how would somebody...
Man, look at that crowd. Holy cow. That's a crazy big crowd.
That. So I'm pretty sure it's gift cards for them to then go and get the P5 themselves.
Safe to assume that you, along with your friends, came out here thinking that you would get some freebies, is that correct?
Not that we're thinking, but there's a chance to, because there's so many people and there's only so much you can give.
Has any of that happened? Is he here?
He's here right now, yeah, and they were giving out, but people are, people are being people. There's so many people here, people are pushing around, so we can't really get it organized.
Okay, and before we came on, you were telling me that, in your own words, that some people out here were bugging out. Explain to me what you saw, what you meant by that.
Bugging out, like you can see, there's no excuse, obviously, for what happened, but, stuff like that just happens all the time. People being reckless. It's New York City. Stuff like this happens every day. Well, I wouldn't say every day, but
what?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you. And
His happens well, I wouldn't say every day.
Dave, as you can see, Sandra, we've also heard and seen incidents of construction equipment behind me. I'm going to show you one last live look again of what's happening here. Construction equipment being tossed around. We saw smoke. I'm not sure if that was a fire or some kind of smoke bomb.
Yeah, so the smoke apparently was somebody set off fireworks, and I think somebody got injured in the process of trying to do that. There were reports, some people throwing water bottles at cops or whatever. I think throwing potentially bricks too. I saw one article that laid that out as well.
Again, this was all sparked by a Twitch streamer, a social media influencer. He has 20 million followers. He asked them all to come meet him here at Union Square for what was a PlayStation 5 giveaway at 4 o'clock. Apparently, we're also hearing that people showed up only to find out there were no freebies. And as you heard, he is here. At one moment, he was live streaming in a van nearby, but he did step out. As you heard, he's out here greeting his fans. We even observed Chief of Department Madry out here having objects thrown at him. Cops are obviously outnumbered out here.
Stefan, I don't want to interrupt you for one quick second right now because you're looking at live pictures of a car that was literally covered with people, and we do believe that that was the vehicle that had Kyle Cenat in it, which you can see now looked as though could have been leaving the area. That is why you're seeing that crowd there chase after.
That's it.
That's the vehicle right there that they believe Kyle Cenat is in right now. As Stefan was saying, he was there. He was in the crowd for a little bit of time, but clearly.
So here they're showing Jesus. So I think that's a cop SUV. They're driving away with Kai in it, and you got people on the roof, people on the back, people on the side. Some people you're going to see here, they literally fall off as they're driving away. I don't know how fast they're going. I'd guess like 20, 25 miles an hour. Falling off at that speed is not good. That's oh, there's one. One went down. Jesus Christ. And so again, he had the gift cards. He was going to go give them out, but he said when it's safe, and it was literally never safe. It was the entire time. There was always some contingent of people that were part of the group who were, as the responsible young man here said, bugging out. They were throwing stuff and causing all sorts of trouble. So he is going to be charged with, I believe it's inciting a riot was the one charge that I saw. Now, I looked it up, and I think it's a Class A misdemeanor, inciting a riot. I don't know if they're going to go after him with any other charges. And so, look, then the question becomes, is that fair, right? Is it fair? Is it right? Is it just to charge him with inciting a riot? I don't even know what the penalties are. I don't know if, since it's a Class A misdemeanor, it's like no time behind bars. I'm unsure on the specifics of that. But, you know, my instinct on it is everybody who actually broke the law in the process of the riot, like, those are the people who you should absolutely go after. If somebody threw a brick at a cop or threw a brick at somebody else, or, you know, committed any of a number of disorderly conduct style crimes, then you go after them and go by the book, right? That's my instinct. But when it comes to Kai in particular, I don't know, man. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I mean, I've seen some people make the argument, hey, it definitely wasn't intentional, because he had meetups previously, and obviously previously he wasn't nearly as big as he is now, and the meetups previously, random spur of the moment type things, did not get insane like this, did not become a riot, weren't, you know, massively disorderly, didn't lead to tremendous problems. And so he said, look, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know it was going to get this crazy. I didn't think it would get this crazy in a million years. And so I didn't do it on purpose. Had I known this was the case, I wouldn't have done it, or I would have done it the lawful way. Yeah, like unlawful assembly or something too, I think they're charging him with. So I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. Should he be charged? Yes or no? And then honestly, I think that's the tough question, because I think his intentions were pure. I think his intentions were like, I want to have a meetup. I want to give away PS5s. So that complicates that question, because the intention, I feel like, is the key part there. Or maybe you disagree. Maybe you say intention doesn't matter. He caused this anyway, so he's got to get locked up. So I'm curious what you guys think about that. The part that I think is the easy part is the what do you do with people who were there who specifically broke laws. Those people I have no problem with, you know, cracking down on that, because, okay, you don't want to get in trouble? Don't throw a brick through a window, or don't throw a brick at a person, or don't, you know, whatever, fill in the blank with whoever got injured for whatever reason they were there, right? So, but this was a big deal, and I'll say this: if you're somebody who's a streamer, you're somebody who's, you know, who's well known online, don't underestimate your own ability here, right? Like, be more cognizant that those numbers you see oftentimes on social media, whether it be YouTube or Twitch or elsewhere, those are all real people, right? So there's a degree of responsibility that comes with doing anything where you're in the spotlight. And so definitely take that a little more seriously. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.